Oh, what is up, guys? So one more fight to talk about, and that's Islam Makhachev versus Renato Moicano. Definitely not the fight that we were expecting for the main event, but Renato, he definitely stepped up, and it looked like the champion facing the number 10 contender, except it didn't really seem like Roundtree versus Pereira. Now, obviously, Islam was in a little bit of danger with the striking for a little bit, like just for a split second. He got caught with something fierce, but he takes Renato Moicano down and finishes the job with a Darce choke and beats him into his own jiu-jitsu game. So, the jiu-jitsu of the Dagestanis is definitely there. However, when it comes to Islam Makhachev, I just feel like anything short of a perfect performance. I don't want to get too hard on him, change up in things, and people sometimes get caught. It just happens. But I still feel like if he wants to back up his number one pound-for-pound status right now, the next fight that is going to happen for this dude is going to be Arman Tsarukyan, too. They need to run that back because Arman has definitely earned that shot. And then Oliveira, too. He needs to... I want to see him face the stones that were not turned over yet. Okay? That's the only way that this is going to happen, that he's actually going to be able to have, undeniable number one pound-for-pound go. Because when Dana White goes on the thing and says he's pound-for-pound number one after beating Renato Moicano, that's just... This fight was such a lose-lose for Islam, I feel like. It was a dominant performance, but Moicano, although he's been on a tear, he never fought anybody in the top 5 or anything that would justify a title shot. I knew that the result was going to be the way it was. Good, like I said, good for Islam, but it just was a fight that should not have happened. It's sad that Arman Tsarukyan had to pull out. I was really looking forward because I thought if there's one guy with a style that's going to give Islam problems right now in that division, Arman Tsarukyan is the guy that's going to do it. So this was a fight. I should be sitting here talking about Islam beating Arman Tsarukyan because I did want to see Islam win against Arman. I do want to see Islam be this dominant champion who's taking out the guys at the top like it's nothing, but we've kind of been robbed from that. The Dustin Poirier fight was good, but honestly, I don't think Dustin Poirier should have done as well against Islam as he did. Yeah, no, Islam was having health problems, but it just kind of diminished Islam's aura as a fighter. And then getting caught for split seconds against a guy like Moicano makes me have a little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, he's beatable. Don't get me wrong, he's beatable. Volkanovski won. He looked very human. I don't think that Islam's as dominant as Khabib because Khabib's like a bear and can just take you down. Islam's more of a dynamic style. But Islam needs to face those two big tests in Arman and Oliveira, the rematches, right? I know he's faced them before, but those are the two guys at the top right now who deserve a title shot. So if Islam mentions going to 170, I don't know if he has yet or not. I don't want to see that happen until he's actually legitimately cleared out lightweight. Okay? He has to legitimately be on paper, undeniably the dude at lightweight who gets all of this done. But you want to know, it was fun. For seeing what I saw, it was a good fight, good one-round fight. It was a nice Darce. But like I'm saying, I feel like, lightweight right now has kind of just been put on standstill because now we're seeing these title shots happen that I don't think feel really justified. I don't think Dustin Poirier deserved that title shot after beating Benoit Saint-Denis. Now, he definitely gate-kept a guy who was on the rise. Don't get me wrong. But I just then you're going to face Islam after, for what? And he did really well to his credit. But it's just I'm not seeing the title shots at lightweight that I want to see. And you know what? I don't get any power to see these fights. I don't get any power to make these fights. UFC's not coming to my door saying, hey, Ziha, what do you think? They don't care what I think. I'm just giving my opinion, But I'd like to see the UFC, finally put together the shots that need to happen at the title. And I know it sounds like I'm hating on Islam, but he can't control the circumstances that are happening in his career right now. And he's got to fight someone. I like the fact that he's at least trying to stay active. I'll give him that. But I really do think he doesn't want to get too complacent in there. I hope getting hit by Moicano like that, I hope that wakes him up to realize that, yeah, he's still very beatable, and he doesn't get cocky and he doesn't get ahead of himself. Because I know the thing I'm going to say about these Dagestani guys, I know a lot of them are these stoic, humble fighters, but they're human too, and they could get cocky about their own skill sets too. We just saw the same thing happen with Umar Nurmagomedov. And I think, honestly, if that continues to go unchecked, it's going to be the Dagestani's Achilles heel when you have people who are supposed to be humble and then they get arrogant. I just don't like to see them sleep or get complacent in there, because then that's when the story changes. But like I said, thank you, Moicano, for stepping in on short notice, and thank you, Islam. Great win. But I still stand by all the critiques I had about that main event. But peace out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.